Alright folks, welcome back. I am Shipwreck Sean, and this is episode 35 of my Sailwind series. In the last episode, we very delicately and professionally exited Mirage Mountain after having some difficulty finding the map. So we decided to use our own means to pursue this second secret island. And we're here, and we're going to head on. It is 5 p.m. or thereabouts. So we'll go for a little look around whilst I've still got a little bit of energy, and then we'll come appreciate the place during the day properly tomorrow. This is the first time for me, and I am recording this directly after the last episode. Ooh. Like a moth to a flame, so I am. Oh, so there are missions. Oh, okay. Okay, there's nothing there. So what can we buy from here? I probably should have guessed that. Right, where can we get this? This could be pretty profitable. Oh, you can... So our biggest profit is going to be to Mirage Mountain. I wonder if I could just anchor off by the side of Mirage Mountain and just walk these in. Does Saffron sell anything else other than Saffron? No, they don't. Right, so to Mirage Mountain, or at small crates. Nah, not much of a profit. To anywhere in Astrin. So yeah, we're going to buy as many of these as we can, and we'll just anchor off Mirage Mountain and walk them in, because I am not, I repeat, not getting this sandbuck out of that river again. So 1, 2, can we afford 3? Yes, we can. That's going to bring in some good profit. Nice one. And they're teeny tiny. We do have to swim them back, but that's fine. Oh, is that what I think it is? Why did I spend all my money? Oh no. Okay, this is amazing. I had no idea. I quite like plants in real life, so I'm very excited. Will we get ourselves a wee cute one, or a medium expensive nice one? Now we'll get a wee cute one. Can we... Oh, do I want to spend my money? No, we've got one plant. Some bread. I'll never say no to some water. Oh. Oh, that's just to sell it. Okay, well now we just have an extra bottle of water. We can drink from this when we come back to get our saffron. What's round here then? Nothing. Maybe this person's only available at daytime? I'm not sure. But yeah, okay, so we've worked it out. Saffron Island sells saffron. We've got some saffron. We will drop it into Mirage Mountain by running back and forward like a crazy man. I think I'll start loading up. And then we'll come back and visit during the day, because we have no time constraints. So I'm just bobbing back and forward. Easy as that. Saffron. A little hop back. So yeah, there was a lot of running back and forward on Mirage Mountain. It's like I've got PTSD. Saffron. Which is, of course, not to make fun of anyone with PTSD. I know there's a lot of ex-Navy men and people like that who watch this. It was more of a joke on just how stressful the entire Mirage Mountain experience was for me. And now whenever I think about it, I start to panic. We'll get our last bit of saffron. and then we'll sleep until the next morning, see if there's anything exciting. And if there's not, we'll get another plant. It's got to be done, right? There we go. I was just thinking to myself when I was hopping in the water just how damn good she looks. Wait for the UI to go, look at that. Isn't she lovely? She's gorgeous. How does she look with the... You might be watching the screen, the thumbnail being made in real time here. There we go. That's the one. Right, we've had too much fun. It's time to prepare for bed. We need a new candle in that, lad. Was this our candles? Yes. A true waste of money, I know, but they're nice to have. We can't buy any lanterns across there. Although they did have really cool lanterns. Maybe the lad up there sells them. But there was no one up there. And now there's no one around. Is that person still selling bread and things? I don't think so. So yeah, right, plant. Where are you going to sit? Perhaps next to the clock? No, no. That's what we're talking about. Nice, we always have the plant in our view. Okay, we're very tired, very hungry. We'll have some more sunspot fish. We're going to completely stock up on sunspot fish. In fact, I don't think I need this crate, but I'm not going to launch it just yet. We will be completely stocking up on sunspot fish for our ocean crossing. So I'm just going to go to sleep, and then I'll wait until an appropriate time to head ashore, and I'll be right back with you. Good morning, folks. How nice it is. See our little saffron plant in the morning. We are going to head ashore, see if there's another dude that we can speak to, and if not, we will start heading to Mirage. And it's going to be a bit more of a difficult sail to Mirage, but that's alright. I think I will employ the use of snake oil. Although I did do that off camera to speed up the process of me waiting until daytime. Right, so there's no one up here. It might be that there is supposed to, well, it's a saffron field. Oh, when I was saying, oh, look, that looks like a pasture, it's a saffron field. So there's no one here, at least on my game. Because now whenever there's nothing, I just don't trust it. Just the plant lady. Anything else around? Just saffron. No secret mountains to clip through. No maps that Shipwreck Sean doesn't get to see. Doesn't look like it. Cool, right, I think we've seen everything there is to see on Saffron Island. Do you want this, pal? Cheers. I don't know why I brought that extra bottle. Should have cleared up some space. We can get more bread later on. We have 440. Let's get one of the big boys. Probably a waste of money, but I don't know when I'm going to be back here, and I like plants, so sue me. Is this a saffron plant, or is this just a plant? I don't know. It looks like a green tobacco plant. Lovely. Little bit of oxygen and carbon dioxide symbiosis on the go. And I think we're just going to anchor up and start sailing. Cool, so we're going to want to head south, which is exactly where the wind is coming from. We've pulled up the anchor, but let's make a little plan. So we've made it to Saffron. and we want to go to Mirage because we've got some saffron to sell there. And that's either going to be between south and south-southwest or south-southwest. So it really depends which one we're going to get away with. If we go between south and south-southwest, we might get away with it. We are certainly not going to get away with south-southwest. Or we could just try and get away with going completely south and then just keeping our eyes peeled for Mirage. And I think that's what we'll do. But we'll get her moving first of all. Just hauling up the anchor. She takes a wee minute. There we go. And she's up. Jib out. That's alright on my end. And we're just going to deal with gaffs because we will be setting up the close halt. That's why I brought down a square. The gaff is always on the port side of the mizzen mast. I'll get it eventually. I wish I could paint the cleats. The cleats. A little bit of colour coding is what I need. She's moving. Right, and let's prepare to go south. I think we'd be better off going this way so we're not heading the wind at any point. Let's turn ourselves. We can just keep going because the wind is very kind. Right, at this point. Oh, yep, that was right. Let's swing the gaffs round. There we go. Do the same up here. And continue our turn. Pull the jib in quite a bit. Right, as we're turning, we are approaching a beam reach. And when we get to that point, we will adjust sails again. We're just letting her do her thing. She's a big gal, of course. There we go. Slightly more acute than a beam reach. So now, yeah, I think we'll just pull in and go straight to close hauling. That's what we will do, and then we'll work out exactly our best plan of approach. Because as I say, I am tempted for a bit of snake oil. But we shall just see. So as I say, the plan is to head to Mirage Mountain, sell off our saffron. I should have checked to see if it was profitable at Gold Rock, because I might just abandon Mirage, but no. Mirage Mountain to sell saffron. Then, no excuses, straight to Gold Rock to hit the shipyard and do some interior design, especially now that we've got some plants. We'll get the bilge pump. We'll consider adding any sails. Top sails would be good, although I said I would rather do that at A-string, but I am getting kind of tempted now. And that is the game plan. So, we're not going to get south. We're not going to get this tall. This is going to be a very difficult sail. Right, so we thought we were going to get away with south, but now that's not a thing. Let's see, where's the marker? Where's the bloody marker gone? Oh, the marker was there. Can't bloody see it. Right, marker is facing, yeah, pretty much directly north, so we're not going to get anywhere near south. So I think our best bet is to pull in as tight as we can. Keep going until we can. Keep going until we can just make out this island to get a reading, and then start tacking. Middle of west, west northwest. Middle of west, west southwest. Okay, so one side is from here. Other side from here. And we're here. Oh. Get rid of these. So we have our first reading. And in fact, just to clear things up for our sail back, we're going to get rid of the first leg. So we've just got this to deal with. And yeah, the wind is going to be pretty difficult. So I need to make a game plan. The wind is pretty much like this. And I would have thought a wee close haul across this way would have been manageable, but it doesn't look like it. So now we're sailing off what direction? Southeast exactly. We'll go red. So from here, we're headed southeast. So I'll stretch that right out. Keep going until we can barely make out Saffron. Well, that doesn't do anything, does it? Because we can't really take a reading. We just need to keep going in this direction. But then if we take a reading from Saffron... Nah, we might get a little bit. It'll be very inaccurate, but we'll get a mark. And then we'll just tack the other direction. That's the plan. And at least Mirage Mountain is indeed a mountain. So do I risk sleeping until Saffron's out of sight? I don't know, because I think that would take me halfway. Yeah, screw it, let's have some fun. I will see you when I wake up. Alright, we have woken up. We slept fully, so I don't expect to see Saffron, especially because of how low it was. Did I just see something there? Well, that wouldn't make sense, would it? I think it would be roughly around here if we could see it. So we are in charge of our own destiny now. Are we still heading in the same direction? We are. The wind is... Oh, it's no longer... Right, so let's use my big brain here. Let's say we slept to halfway. Let's just say we've slept about there, right? And the wind... Let's see if we can get a good look at the angle. Is blowing to north-northeast. So the wind going that way. So could we cut directly west? Because we can definitely go south now. So our options are go south for a bit and then turn west, or go west for a bit and then turn south. And I think we'll try west. Let's get some lights on in here. Yeah, we'll try west. We'll have some snake oil. We will sail west whilst we're sleeping. and pray to the Sailwind gods. Now we look in here, so we're tacking. To be honest, if I could go slightly more south than west, that would be perfect. And it doesn't really look like we're going to manage that, so I think it's just going to have to be direct west. Well, we can manage this. Not with that jib. Right, that's a bit more balanced. So we are heading almost west. So we're going to have some snake oil. We'll have some water and we'll head to sleep. Where did I put it? Centralised it, didn't it? Right, had some water. We'll leave the bread because that's survival bread. Another bit of sunspot fish. Oh, I feel like that's going to be quite a long sleep actually. I think I might just keep sailing west until I'm tired. So we're completely dead reckoning here. Feel like if I keep sailing until I'm tired, I'm going to end up here. Nah, we can sleep. We can sleep. You might be about to watch Shipwreck Sean get shipwreck lost. Okay, we've woken up. We're not dead in the water, although I did think it at first. So at this point, I have absolutely no idea where I am. But we're not going to worry, folks. We've got plenty of provisions. What's in here? Hooks. That'll be an energy elixir. I kind of want to have a wee go at cooking. Shove the pot on. Some water. There we go. Let's get an orange slice in there. And let's get a bit of fish. Fish and orange, very Mediterranean. I don't know what the percentage is. Is that like nutrition? Okay, we're having bread, fish, orange soup. Tasty. And now we just wait until it's cooked, I guess. We didn't sleep all the way, which is probably in my favour. So we'll just give that time to cook. I wonder if we've got any maps with... I suppose it's a secret island, so it's not going to be... Sorry, my thought process there was I wonder if there's a map with Saffron on it, but there wouldn't be. I just want to use up all these connels. Because what I could be doing as well, off camera probably, no, it's been a while since we've fished together, is bringing in loads of raw fish to salt and then cook, and then I believe soup deals with your thirst as well. In fact, why would I even salt the fish if I'm cooking it? Because saltwind's preserving. So saltwind's really just sort of if you're running out of food, or you can't be bothered fishing, or you're running very low on fishing hooks. I think it'll come in handy to have just a wee barrel of salt. We'll see how much we use it. But I've just went to Saffron and spent all of my Al Ankh lions on... Oh, sorry, focusing on this fish. On saffron, some plants. Okay, nice. We didn't destroy the hook. So we don't have much money left, unless I've got 30 gold lions. We're rich. 299 emerald dragons. Oh, and I almost dropped my hook. So we're doing okay. If I remember rightly, 30 lions is that about halfway towards purchasing the sandbuck? So that's decent. How's the soup getting on actually? I don't want to burn it. Cooked soup, 100%. Okay, fantastic. And then do I just drink it straight from the pot? Very nice. You've got to tilt your neck back. Sweet. So we've got some soup to play with. See if we can use the rest of that log to cook that fish. See? Role playing. I like that. I like soup. This game is terrifying and cozy at the same time, and I feel like soup just completely fits the cozy side. There we go. Sometimes you don't get a bite unless you start reeling back. I don't know if that's realistic to fishing. I can't say I've done much fishing in real life, if any. I once caught a crayfish with some bacon. If that counts. We just put it back in the water. Oh. What a bloody waste of time. There we go, you got a swear word. Right. There's no point in distracting myself. I am panicking. I don't know where I am, what I'm doing. Oh. I know. We've got celestial navigation and things, don't we? So 4 in the morning. The next will be 20 past 5. That was one of the stars. So I'd need to quickly go and do a crash course on those. So let's get our quadrant ready. Or not. We've got too much water in our inventory. That's an empty bottle. Let's get rid of you. Alright. I don't know where that bottle just went. I'll maybe find it at some point in the future. So 20 past 5 for the first star. Right. Let's go and investigate. Alright folks, so it was Orion's. I've forgotten these, so we've got Orion's, Witna, and... What was the other one called? Was the other one just the North Star? Either way, we have Orion's here, or the Dawn Star. We need to look east, and it's the one just north of east. And this is the charts here for finding the longitude. So we'll work out how far east or west we are, very roughly, considering how long it's been since I've done this. 5 degrees or 4 degrees, sorry, -5 or -4 would be great. -3 we're panicking, -6 we're panicking. And then I believe the North Star was to find the latitude. Yeah, cool, we've got this. We have got this. Where's my quadrant? So shove the quadrant in there. It is coming up for 5. East is that way. Let's take our clock up astern with us. And we'll wait for 5 o'clock. We're going to be pointing... It was east and not west, right? Yes, 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 yes. Second guessing myself, folks. Let's just keep a wee eye on the time. So obviously 20 past 5 will be when we hit here. For those of you who are digitally minded. And also this clock can be confusing because obviously the ticker moves quite fast, like a second, but these are minutes. Because it's just a game. I'm nervous, folks. It's been a while since I've done celestial navigation. I was hoping to do some studying on that before I do my ocean crossing, but we're doing some practice now. Right, that's the moon out. So we've got a little bit of moonlight. Dancing in the moonlight, everybody's... Let's get a quadrant ready. Right, it's coming up for quarter past, so if we just face east, and then it's the one just north of east, which could be that. We've got 5 in-game minutes to go, so really just a few seconds. Right, that would be the time. There's Orion's. I'm getting like 2 degrees there. And I think I've missed my chance. I was getting like 2.5, 3 degrees. No, that's like 2 degrees. So basically, we're not very good at that. Sorry, -2 rather. So in fact, no, we're picking up 2 degrees, which would be -3 on the chart. Okay, nice. That's not good. That's not good at all. That's obviously incorrect. We want to be at -4, which would have been 1 degrees. So, yeah. Any lower than 1 degrees would have been bringing us close to the -5. Yep, 0 degrees would have been -5. So, yeah, I think we're about right with this guesstimate here. So I feel like I'm probably ready to start heading south, assuming the wind will allow us to. And it's not going anymore. What the hell, guys? But we can head south-southwest, which I'm going to do. That was me just checking, because I do this a lot where I start skipping screens and forget to press play on my recording software. And that's no going to happen today. Right, how's our sails looking? We are like close hauling pretty severely. So I think we're going to have to take ourselves out west just a wee touch. South-southwest, let's bring that jib in. We'll get away with this. I will be, once I get to Gold Rock, I'll do a wee off camera, or I might even make it a live stream where I sail down to Alchemist Island and stock up on all the drugs that they have to offer. Or would it be alcohols? Potions? Actually, I think I quite like the clock out here. There we go. We are daytime, so we can get the lights off. I was just thinking, I've not seen a storm in this game for a hot minute. There we go. Good timing, eh? But we are now trundling along just between south-southwest and southwest. So if we were correct, we're going in the right direction. Okay. We can sleep. I'm just scared that sleeping will put me in irons. I think we'll get away with it. There's a storm coming. I know it's a bit risky to sleep through a storm. But I don't know, folks, it sounds fun to me. And then if it hits night time, we'll just have to start doing our celestial navigation again, and we'll call it practice. Have we got any soup left? How do you do this? There we go. Tasty. We just finished that off. Lovely. Beautiful bread, fish, and orange soup. Ooh, we've got a big list. that's not good. Right, that's not good. I feel like since the update, the sandbuck list's a bit more extreme, but I might just be making that up. That might just be my actual sailing skills. So we're going to reef a touch. Hey, I got the right cleat. We have turned, I believe, to starboard by quite a bit. That's going to happen now that we have unbalanced our vessel. But I don't really want to bring the jib in at all. Just want to roughly heading in that direction, especially if it was correct. You know what, I don't think the storm's going to hit us. I think we just put the sails up and go for it. This could be famous last words, folks, but it's what we're here for. Around here. Let's get you back up. I might tighten all these as well. I don't know if it makes a difference, but I feel like having the, having the spars directly at the wind is not going to be helpful. What's going on? Oh, it's because I'm holding shift. Because I'm an idiota. Right, there we go. And we come with the main square. There we go. One last square to go. No, we don't want to actually bring the square out, do we? Bit of luffing in the jib. So have we actually started turning to port now? Yeah. We definitely don't want that. That's exactly what I feared, and that's going to put me off the danger nap, but we're still going to do it. Come on, girl, you can do it. There we go. Okay. Because I've done this straight after recording the last episode, there's a lot of save progress at risk here. So this is... I feel alive right now. But yeah, I think we're just gonna sleep. And you know what? I'm gonna double down on the difficulty I've caused myself, and we're gonna save it sleeping. Yep, I've gone shipwreck crazy. Okay, folks, I keep trying to sleep and it won't let me. So we're just going to tack and go back in the direction we were going, where it would let me sleep. And it kind of feels like we're going to end up at Gold Rock City or something, but I was going to sleep, and it would, like, the energy bar would move up by, well, a ball here, as I taught you all a couple of episodes ago, and then nothing. Oh, come on. Friendship ended with Sandbuck. I'm having a tough time with her. Although probably shouldn't blame the boat, right? We'll blame the sailor. I don't know why I'm having so much difficulty. Oh, and we're not even like... Where is the... This is a... Yeah, we're going to be at sea for a long time. But I just want to sleep. Is it so much to ask? Right, we're now heading east-southeast, which is absolutely not ideal. Nah, I don't want that at all. I do not want that. Turning back to starboard. 2 tacks in a row that I'm going to have to jump in the water and encourage. It's okay, look at this support saffron plant. And you will feel instantly better. Come on, girl. You can do it. She's trying to. She's trying to. Ooh. Yeah, we've got it. We've got it. That was a long tack. We still don't actually got it, do we? For crying out loud. Oh, what if... what on earth just happened? What the goodness? Right, this time... This is 2 episodes of frustration. Just turn. Just turn. There's so much wind. Give it a go. Do I have to do the jib trick? Turn. Okay. And there we go. I probably should have just done that to start with. But it brings us to the same problem. I can't sleep. I can't see where I am. I am lost at sea. Right, let's try this again. You're coming with me for this to see what happens. Okay, so this is all normal. That's what happened last time. It'll come up and it'll load just a tiny wee bit. Well, hey! We are sleeping. It is going very slowly. This doesn't happen often, folks. Usually I edit this out. How have yous been? We're all looking after ourselves pretty well. The winter's coming round. If you're from the UK, it's been getting pretty chilly. Especially in Scotland. Oh my word. Okay, well that was a bit better of a sleep. So yeah, what direction are we heading in? West-southwest. It is 20 minutes to 4 in the afternoon. I think this is just going to be tacking and celestial navigation. Yeah, that's going to be the one. We're not going to get to Mirage in this episode. This is going to be a seafaring episode. Unless I make the episode about 4 hours long. Anyway, we'll try the other nap, and that'll bring us closer to night time, hopefully. I'll see you then. Nope, folks, same problem. Let's see if it happens again. I just don't get it. See, that's the thing that keeps happening. So I really do not know what's going on. Because it's not like it's too choppy or anything. Is the bed clipping on something? Let's try this. See if this works. Alright, we've got her moving again. That's good. I don't know if maybe it's just so choppy that I keep getting woken up because my head keeps slamming against the oven I've got behind me. That could be it. I really don't know. I really haven't worked out how the sleeping in this game works. Okay, that was a bit better. We can get away with heading this direction a bit more. Oh, is it 7 o'clock? Or have we slept past it? Oh, it's exactly 7. Right, hold on. Hold on. Where is... Here we go. So, the 7 o'clock star, Milnid. We need to look west, which is the direction we're going in, and it's just up and slightly south. Okay. West, up, slightly south. Let's go. West, up, slightly south. That's got to be it, right? No. That's it. We've definitely missed 7 o'clock though. 5, 10, 15, 20. 20 is what I got. But I don't think that's going to be right, is it? Where is it? Because 20 would suggest -5. would suggest we're all the way over here. So I'm just going to guess, but it's all dead reckoning today, I'm going to guess we're here. Because we've sailed west for quite a bit. Actually, we didn't sail west, did we? We sailed more in this direction. I'm going to guess we're here. So I think it's time for... Is it worth attack yet? Nah, I think we just keep going. Yeah, honestly, the plan would be just to sleep through this and then tack. So let's hope I sleep. What I'm going to do, folks, if I have any trouble, I'll just keep doing it until it works, and then I'll be back with you. Alright, so we did sleep completely. What's that? Am I freaking out of the moon again? I know, it's like a universe. Not a universe, sorry. What am I saying? One of those things. What's the word I'm thinking? A solar system. Right, what time is it? It's coming up for midnight. So what was the midnight star? We're getting them all today. 12 AM. That's midnight. And that's going to be Wittina. So we need to find the North Star. And then it's the bow. So you find the North Star and then you follow the bow next to the North Star. We might not have enough time to do this because we've got 15 in-game minutes. So North Star is going to be somewhere to the north. And that was the bottom of the M. Is that north? Yes, it is. So then we find the bow, which I can't see. I think that's the bow there. So is that... Yeah, the double... Yep, okay. See what I'm talking about there? If I click on this, you've got the North Star, you've got the bow, and there's a wee double in the middle of the bow. So that is it. So we're just going to see what we get out of this. That would be 25... But 28, I would say, roughly. So if it is 28, that would suggest still -5. So yeah, it's really not that handy, especially the way I'm doing it. I'm just going to dead reckon us here, I reckon. So we're ready for our attack. The wind is still directly south. So the best we're going to get is southeast at a close halt. So let's do it. Hopefully we've got enough speed that I don't need to jump in the water this time, because I've done that far too many times in this episode than I care to admit. Okay, we've made it through the tack-ish. I don't think the wind is coming from the south. I think we could sail directly south, you know that. But we have tacked, so we need to complete it. See what direction we're heading in. Yeah, so we're not getting southeast. So I think we could just get as close to south as possible, keep going, and then book it east. But we'll give her a little bit of time before we start messing around, because it looks like she is struggling. She's not exactly heavy either. Yeah, she's struggling, and we're almost facing directly east. Yeah, okay. So I've completely misread the direction of the wind at this point, which I'm actually quite happy about. It's a bit of a slog, having to tack and then tack again, but we know we're good. Right, so she'll close haul like that for a wee minute. go. Food wise, we'll just have a raw shimmer tail. Since it's there, go and get some big glugs of water. Actually, let's get drunk. Whee! That's an empty bottle. That's an empty bottle. Okay. We'll go fill the empty bottle with honey beer, if we have any. Water. 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 I was pretty sure we had honey beer, but we must have finished it. Unless that's gone pouring out at some point. Does that mean we've got no alcohol on board? Oh, it's a dry ship. Need to buy some tea and we can make coffee. See what that does. Well, we are thirsty still. We're not going to get drunk, unfortunately, folks. Let's get rid of you. Damage the hull with the water bottle there. Right, let's start our tack again. Oh, because we're heading in the complete wrong direction now. Right. The wind is coming from southeast. So we have entered the part where the wind has changed. Doesn't really change up here unless we've gone below, unless we've gone too far south. I don't know. I've got no idea. I've completely lost my bearings. But we can go in this direction at a close halt. Actually, that's more of a beam reach, so we can actually go south at a close halt. So I think I'm just going to aim us in that direction. How's the markers looking? Yeah, we can sail in that direction. I'm going to have one of these lads and we're going to sleep and see what happens. Alright folks, it is morning. We're still headed south-southwest. I feel like we can get away with south, but before we do anything... See, I think I'm too hopeful in my dead reckoning. Because I would have us... Did I say southwest? Yeah. I would have us going in this direction, so we should really start to see Oasis at some point. And then I guess we could just curve back round to Mirage Mountain. Or we just accept our losses and sell up our Saffron at Gold Rock. But I'm not seeing anything around me. It does feel like we're the only... Yep, we're the only things you can see right now. That better not be another bloody storm coming. That's what Sailwind does. As soon as you start getting lost, it's like, nope. I think getting as close to south as possible is the better thing to do. Yet again, we didn't fully sleep, but that's alright. So really, I would only be putting us about here. So I think the best bet is to go back to sleep. Yeah, we're going to do that. We're going to sleep at a close haul. It's risky, I know. But hopefully, we just sleep right through. Alright folks, so I've woken up. And of course, we're dead in the water. I should have known that was going to happen. I said it was dangerous, and of course it was. So we're actually getting pretty close to panic stations, because I've not got that much water. And now... What the... Now it seems we can't sail in the direction we thought we could sail in. What on earth is going on? Now the wind is coming from the bloody south again. folks, I don't know where I am. Okay, right. Up we go, check the marker. Where is it? There she is. Yeah, the wind is coming directly from the south again. So we were dead in the water and we are now headed... We're headed in this direction. That is not good. So we definitely need to tack. Don't think we've really got enough speed to do it. So I think I'll bring us out a wee bit. Pick up speed. And then we'll do our tack. Probably would have helped if I didn't close haul so much with the sails, the gaffs completely in. Mistakes were made. Right, let's see if we can get away with the tack here. Feels good. But then again, we've still got quite a lot to go. Oh, jeezy peeps, where am I? Okay, wind is most certainly south. So now we'll get away with our southeast. So if our dead reckoning is correct, then that's good for us. But, I mean, let's be honest, is our dead reckoning going to be correct? Doubtful. But let's get the tack underway anyway and head off in a southeast direction. That was a waste of snake oil as well. Just to add to our woes. Right, now we're close hauling. I think that mizzen can come in a wee bit. And we're headed southeast. I don't know where I am. If we are here, then southeast is pretty perfect. We should see Mirage Mountain at some point very soon. If not, we could be screwed. I think perhaps the plan would have been to sail west from Saffron for a bit and then cut southeast and then west and then southeast, rather than hit southeast first and then panic. But let's be real, I probably would have panicked either way. Because I don't learn my lessons. And speaking of not learning my lessons, I'm going to have another snake oil and I'm going to try this again. I will not be defeated. Okay, over here, our final snake oil, which I was going to use to get to Gold Rock City. But we won't be doing that anymore. I've left that lantern on. Get a few swigs in. Maybe I can try sleeping on the hammock. Maybe that'll make a difference. Let's get some bread. And a wee slice of orange. Because I don't know how long I've been without having any vitamin C. Right, let's double check the direction. She's drifting east. So that would tell me I need to let the main out just a little touch. Go back to southeast, or as close to southeast as I can get. Monitor that for a wee bit and go to sleep. Yeah, I think that's the best we're going to manage. As I said, I'm doing that kind of forced perspective thing. That's why I'm being a bit erratic with the camera. Because usually if there is something in the distance, it will pop up when you bring it to the edge of your screen, as I'm sure most of you will be aware of. So that's what we're trying. But anyway, folks, it has been a rather long episode at sea. So we're going to try this sleep. We're going to go right through until we've fully slept. And we'll just have to end the episode after that sleep wherever we are. And the next one's going to be, where the bloody hell am I? We have drifted. Okay. Back to southeast, please. Let's look at the sails. Why are we drifting so much? Just completely flatten out the mizzen, see if that helps. Because I am not waking up dead in the water again. No sir, no way. I think we need to sort our jibs as well. I don't think one jib is helping us, although two jibs would not be helping the situation right now. That we keep drifting east. Well, technically drifting to port. Right, oversteer us a bit and see if that corrects the southeast. It is. Might just have to open up the jib if it continues along that course. That seems good to me now, folks. Yep, I'm taking that. That's as close as we're going to get. Bedtime. Okay, panic stations. That's not good. How do you... There we go. Oh my word. That is not good at all. Okay, left click. And then left click doesn't empty, it's only right click to empty. We are bailing. We are bailing. Hey, hey, hey. Where the hell am I? I think I keep pouring the water back in the ship. Just how much water is down below? There we go, that's got it. Woo! Panic. Okay, the first bailing on the series. And as you can see, we didn't sleep at all. We're still having trouble with the bed. So we'll keep persisting. We are heading... We have drifted eastwards. For crying out loud. Right, let's go and open up this jib a wee bit more. Going to oversteer to south a wee touch and then head to bed. This is not the time to be impatient, but I am impatient. Alright, we've woken up at night time, so I might give the North Star a wee bash. North 34 we're getting on the first attempt. 34. So that's not great. That would actually suggest we're up here, but we are heading southeast, so that's all we can really hope for right now. So back to bed. Right, that's as much sleep as we're really going to get. Still heading roughly in the right direction. I've just had a thought. Was the wind changing because I was... I don't know if it makes a difference, but because I was going over the latitude of 34, perhaps, maybe. The only wind change on this map is between 33, so I'm really not sure. The dead reckoning part I've just given up on. We're actually just going to clear all that because now I've got no clue. I hoped I was here, but I'm not. I think I'm more likely somewhere around here. But we'll see. We're now sailing nice and smoothly southeast. So I think if we do this until daytime, check our surroundings, see if we see anything, because that'll be quite some time, and then we cut ourselves round to southwest. No, we don't actually. No, yes we do. We can tack now southeast, southwest because the wind is directly south. So at least we know we can keep going south, and if we can't find Mirage Mountain or Oasis, we will definitely find Gold Rock City. That much I'm confident about. We certainly have a damaged hull, We know that because we're bringing in water now. I don't know if the boats bring in water at 0% damage, and if it starts at 1, or if they bring in water anyway. I've not brought in any more water, so it could have just been choppy seas. I'm really not sure. But either way, we're trundling forward in some sort of direction, hoping for the best. Let's check the time, see if we can get another star reading before I end the episode. We will get a 520 star reading. So I'll just leave the game playing to kill some time. The 520 star reading again was Orion's, and that was just north of east at 20 past 5. So that's what we'll do. But the longitude is, it's so hard to get that it's really not too believable. We have our North Star. I always get mixed up if it's this one or this one. It is this one. Let's try and get the cursor bang on. There we go. That looks to me like 31, 32, 33. That looks to me like 33. Where am I going? Which would suggest we've drifted too far south. So I have absolutely no clue what's going on. But as long as we are always headed somewhat south, we're going to be okay. Let's have a look around. There's no oasis lighthouses. There's no... Is that something there? Is that Saffron? If I ended up back at... Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Where was that? What direction did I just see that in? That must be Mirage Mountain. Surely. Surely. Okay. Nice. Well, folks, you know I like to end on a cliffhanger, so we're going to end on a mountain hanger. Sorry, I've gone completely delirious from being lost at sea, but that's given me a little bit of hope. So we were kinda right with our dead reckoning. Kinda. I'm going to take that. Right, folks, it has been smashing. It has been stressful, but I think we've made it. I've been Shipwreck Sean, and I will see you guys very soon. Cheerio.